All right, well, right behind me here at the 2025 Nanjing Show, and right off the main corridor, is a company that many of us know, the Arkenstone, based out of Dallas, Texas. Rob Lavinsky, who runs the Arkenstone, he also has a company in Shanghai. So when he presents here, I believe this is pretty much his Shanghai office that's presenting here. So we're going to go wander through the Arkenstone booth and see what Rob and company has brought to the 2025 Nanjing Show, obviously decked out pretty in purple. Let's go take a look. All right, well, obviously, Rob is no dummy when it comes to marketing and positioning and sales. And so you come in and immediately you get this idea of what a professional, clean-looking booth they have here. Purple walls matching the purple on the outside. We've got a purple kind of scrim going across the top there, breaking that open space that goes up to the rafters there. Beautiful backlit photos of all purple minerals up on the wall. His lovely helpers here. And you come in and, again, you've seen Rob all over the place and you know that it's all about minerals. But here he's very sensitive to the market. And the market doesn't just want minerals. A lot of the times they want pieces of jewelry. And as we've seen as we've walked around the show, these bracelets are incredibly popular. Turquoise becomes a very, very big thing here in China from kind of a religious standpoint. The monks use that as prayer beads. And so Rob is really kind of honed in on that. And he presents this beautiful display of beaded bracelets. And so I think that's brilliant because it pulls people in from the aisles. You can be a collector or interested at any level, and you're going to want to look at this because there's also a very nice, clever color coordination here. So this is something that can pull the masses in, and once they're in, they kind of get drawn in further. So one thing here that I think is really fantastic is look at these lamps that he has here. These are great. These are backlit slabs of fluorite, Chinese in origin, I'm going to guess. Prices right there on the front of it. And they just make a beautiful display case or display exhibit. You may remember last year he had those little clutch purses. And these are things that we don't see from the Arkenstone in America or back when they used to exhibit in Europe. But it's certainly part of what the Arkenstone is here in China. And this is kind of interesting, all this backlit amethyst pieces on this natural piece of wood. I'm going to go ahead, pop on my lights here. I hope that background announcement isn't too distracting. But look at that. So that ties into exactly a lot of things that we've seen here, where you're combining minerals with natural ways of displaying them. Kind of more of the bangles that pulls you in here, and then once we're in, now we get to start seeing the things that we would more associate with the Arkenstone. And then we go down these cases, and again, very smart. A lot of Chinese minerals that he's going to be bringing in here. So we've got the China market looking at Chinese minerals. They're going to be very happy with that. And, you know, displayed at a quality and a level that we would expect from the Arkenstone. And I believe that they're doing quite well here. They're being very, very popular here. All different kinds of variety of things. And then we kind of get into this area, which is on the side wall here. And this is really great because we're not always doing the Chinese minerals here. I mean, obviously, we have some Pakistani aquamarines here, but it's starting to kind of slowly introduce the audience, the viewers, into what else is possible here. So we're going to open up this case so that we can kind of get some better shots of everything. And again, great pieces. And it's really kind of starting to up the game. So if you think about the flow of the booth, if people come in, enter in the right there, where we saw the backlit lanterns, and they kind of make the same circuitous route that we've been doing through the booth, you see the strategy here, leading them up and up and up and up. And then you kind of come into this booth, or this display case here, and you see these wonderful necklaces. And you may think that they're tourmaline at first, because that would make sense. The Empress Dowager was really into the Pala tourmalines, and she really drove the market there long before it ever became a specimen mining area. But these aren't tourmaline. These are actually rubies. And so you have this lovely ruby necklace. And then you want to see something fantastic. Look at that. That's sapphire. Sapphire comes in all different kinds of colors. What a great necklace to really show off what sapphire can do. And I'm doing this sort of intentionally. You have this tease of these incredible emeralds here. Another great sapphire there. But then you pull out and you look up at the top shelf, which is at eye level. And this, to me, is the coup de grace of this entire space. Tanzanites. Fabulous tanzanite. Not color treated, just because you can see the plum color in there. You got these wonderful rubies. Brazilian tourmalines. And ending with these incredible emeralds. And this one is actually from the Ural Mountains. And if I'm not mistaken, that was one that we had in Sainte Marie, and we featured that on the What's Hot in Sainte Marie show. So that is pretty much it for the Arkenstone here at the 2025 Nanjing Show. Thank you. Have a successful show.